This is Rodrigo Nido, Noticias Bitcoin. Remember to smash the like button. It's time for crypto. Today, with some targets that are already filled. This is the CME futures gaps, and you can see that we filled this one and also this other one. So our theory, we probably will go to $86,000 was right. And now we're going to have a very interesting week because you can see that we have ahead of us some resistance. Maybe we can break it, maybe not. 86,100 is the very, very interesting point. We had this 88,800 in the tariffs day, and you can see the trend lines with the previous highs that we have. So yeah, right now we don't have any gaps to fulfill ahead of us, but we have to break this $86,000, then the previous high of 88,800, and then probably, well, this line which is the $90,000 that we've been looking at Bitcoin chart a long time. We need that, but of course, news come from United States and the tariff wars on Friday. The stock market went up in United States, but quite interestingly, Europe was going down and Bitcoin was going up. So for some time, we have this decoupling between Europe and Bitcoin, which is okay. And today, you can see that we are doing mostly what Japan is doing. China is going down, maybe a good thing. Are you ready for another whole week of tariffs?
We're going to have so much money coming in from tariffs.
Tariffs on pharmaceuticals,
Tariffs on steel, car tariffs,
hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs,
substantial tariffs, 10% tariffs, 25% tariffs, 50% tariffs, big tariffs,
tariffs.
tariffs, tariffs.
Tariffs, and tariffs. This is the word. Aren't you tired of it? I'm tired of it, of course. On Friday, we have people from US government telling us more and more about that. Maybe you are just sleepy about it like Donald Trump here. This is 2030. And now they are retaliating with China back and forth, 6,000% in tariffs versus 600, 500%. This is the never-ending story, Donald Trump. And we have like 130 countries that want to get a deal according to them. But, well, this is all a mess. This weekend, we had some announcements there that we had some tariff exemptions on electronics, but then they would say it was not the case, it was not. It's just a recategorization of those tariffs. So yeah, they are saying things. They seem to be now not in the same line, even in the same US government. Some department says one thing, Donald Trump then says the other thing. And we are all getting crazy. The market, with all these sayings, going up and down like crazy. It's been a really, really tough weekend with this. But it seems that the market right now is optimistic. Well, Apple in pre-market seems that it's going to go up. And we saw Donald Trump worried more about bonds. Please buy my bonds, is he saying here. And some people like Abhijit here believe that that's the case. That's why Trump is pausing some tariffs or recalculating, recalibrating. Not because of the stock market, but because of the bonds. Maybe so, maybe not. I not understand this whatsoever, as you know. But I went to TradingView, our friends, and well, I created this for you. Hope you like it. This is the 10-year bonds. This is dollar. And this is Bitcoin. So we can compare Trump's term right now with the term that we have in 2017. And what happened with the bonds when those went down? Now we're going up in the monthly chart. So, well, I don't see this is a big thing as this happened during previous Donald Trump mandate. And right now we are doing quite the same or even better. What about dollar? Dollar was crazy down, as we all know, and now we're going down. So we are having the same action in bonds and in dollar. The only thing that is not behaving the same is Bitcoin, because Bitcoin at that point in time was going crazy, crazy up, and right now we are not. So yeah, I don't know about all this fuss with this data. We'll see about it. the fight keeps there. China has officially halted shipments of several rare earth minerals to the US. Is this the bulk market? Is this the rare minerals? What do we have to look at? And I love this tweet from Moneywell. I'm going to leave you the link in the description below in case you want to read the whole thing. But how much does the world depend on China? Is China, well, the superpower right now out there? This chart believes this is the case. China dominates the global trade, is the number one exporter globally. It accounts for 30.4% of global exports. So, yeah, what are they selling? Everything, you name it. Electronics, textiles, vehicles, no matter. Everything, they have everything, absolutely. They have all the materials that they need. They have so many partners. It's true that USA is the biggest one, but you can see European Union, we have Japan, we have so many countries, and maybe they don't even need United States as much as United States needs China. Also, the PIB of China, crazy good, very good data. Not in real estate, they don't have good things with aging in the population, but in any case, they have commodities, they have all they need. So yeah, they have muscle manufacturing, they have the trades, and the world knows it. And for the world, it's very difficult to decouple because of the cost of that. It's difficult to scale, it's difficult to bring back your manufacturing force to your country. And everybody now is dependent of these chains. China is creating ships like crazy. She's creating drones that destroy $1 million tanks from United States in just 1 second. So, well, the rising tech power they're having is crazy too. And yeah, probably we are going to be in a world where China is the first one. We probably should get used to it. And here from Danny, very nice game he played with the tariff war. And you can see that they are not, they are not saying stop to it, but going crazier and crazier by the moment. And if you thought that maybe Donald Trump's health was not okay and he will post tariffs because of that, it's not gonna be the case. He had exam on Friday and everything's okay according to the doctor. If you want more about all this, remember to watch previous videos. We have there also Japanese and Chinese videos mocking Donald Trump, this tariff superhero that is just flying in your city. Very, very, very nice games, video games, and TV series they are creating. We have this Gimli, Jerome Powell, creating their money out of thin air. He's the hero that we need right now. Are we going to have this piece of information even before May the 7th and liquidity will come? We are today focusing on bonds, but also liquidity. Very important to remember. And really important what happens in the stock market. In this case, I want to have a big picture. This is the weekly chart for the stock market. And you can see how China, Japan, all countries are mostly going down in the stock market. But you can see from January 2025 how gold was going up. This is the truth. Gold is behaving like gold and Bitcoin is not. So yeah, people saying that China is buying this gold. Who knows? Maybe it's better not to know. Michael Saylor allegedly is going to buy more Bitcoin today. Metaplanet bought more Bitcoin already. And the ETFs are buying. So while you're scared, you can see BlackRock, ARK Investment, and World Liberty Finance buying Bitcoin and other cryptos, as Nayib Bukele and El Salvador are buying all the time. He's now in the United States. He's going to meet the president. Hopefully they talk not just about safety, but also about Bitcoin. And please wear a tie, Nayib Bukele. You know that Donald Trump gets quite crazy with how you are dressed. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. Good things coming from United States. Banking Chair Tim Scott, Senate, is saying that Bitcoin and crypto legislation will be passed by August. And going back to gold, I have this very, very interesting chart. I show you about the stock market, but I want to go deeper with that. You see January, how we went all this way up, but from the 9th of April, so that would be the second tariff day, we went 9% up. And this is what we went with Bitcoin, not just this, but we went even higher. We went 15% since this moment. So very good for gold, but better for Bitcoin in this period of time. Also, if you consider from March the 11th, we had there 10% and we had a 14% with Bitcoin. So we are going higher when we go up with a Bitcoin than with gold. Just throwing that out there for optimistic reasons, even though it is true that you can see how, gold was going up from January and we went up, but then we went down like crazy. But even there, you can see that we went as a whole 23%. And to the top, we went 19% with Bitcoin. So yeah, the only bad moment has been this thing here where Bitcoin went down. Hopefully, it will recover. And maybe the catalyst is going to be GME because they are going crazy up. And remember, all those strategies allegedly they are going to implement, they're going to buy Bitcoin. Also very optimistic because we're still in the monthly chart of Bitcoin in the trend. So why not being optimistic? And maybe also thinking now on an Altesason, as you can see that we are touching the dominance chart of Bitcoin. So if we can break this in this dominance, maybe it's time finally for the altcoins, for things like Ethereum. Hopefully it awakens. It's going up the last 2 weeks. And as I always show you, the gaps that Bitcoin has in the CME futures, today we show you what's going on with that with Ethereum. And you can see we have 1, 2, and 3 gaps to be filled ahead of us. Above us, nothing. So 3,300 may be in the cards. In other crypto, well, you can see how OM went all the way down 88.5%. Mantra not good, and we have there some speculations that market makers created this bull rug. Other people believe that this RWA is still not there yet, and all these kind of projects are scammy. Were you there? Well, be careful because you know that there's tons of manipulation there in the market, of course. And what about Trump coin? Well, it says here that on April the 18th, they are going to release 40 million tokens worth $330 million. That's 20% of circulating supply. That is not good for my investment. And maybe today is a good day for remembering this. When you go down 10% to recover, you need 11%. When you go down 20% to recover, you need 25%. If it fails 90%, you then need a 900% in order to recover. Very, very interesting thing to have in mind now that we are maybe happy because we are like 2% up after a 50% drop. So any case, if you consider that we are in a very, very good moment for buying, because those are like sales, well, use Bitpanda. If you are in Europe, you have the link in the description below. And in my opinion, is the best exchange you have out there. It's safe. You have so many opportunities there for buying. And yes, so simple to go in, register in like 2 minutes, and then do your DCA and buy some crypto every week. Why not? Also, remember, you have a 10% discount if you use the link in the description below for using coin tracking. The only portfolio tracker that I think that it works and is the one that I'm using. I use Bitpanda for buying in Europe crypto, and I use coin tracking for my tax report and my tracking of the portfolio. So the link in the description below. And with that, we say goodbye with this orangutan that is worried about China tariffs war when he's holding $200 tracked by contracting bot with Bitpanda. And also with this banana moment.
Chicken, banana. Chicken, banana, banana, banana.
Chicken and banana, we want banana time in the charts. While it goes there, we keep on learning about AI with our other channel, Rodrigo Ornedo, Inteligencia Artificial, and of course about Bitcoin and crypto here on Rodrigo Ornedo, CryptoNews, health, money, love, pouring peace, and the best is yet to come. To the moon!